is Thursday and I have a busy day today, but I am tired. I'm really tired. I don't know why, but for the past like 3 or 4 days I've just not been able to wake up. I've been going to bed at the same time as usual and I've been waking up at the same time as usual, and I've just not been able to get up when the alarm goes off. This morning the alarm went off and I slept between each snooze so deeply that I went back into the dream I was having. Like, that's bad. It took me like an hour to force myself to wake up. So yeah, I don't know why that is. I guess maybe it's because on the weekend we got an extra 2 hours than an average night. That might be the reason. I don't know. I'm going to be doing some baking today. I'll get more into it in a second when I have the kitchen. At the moment, people are still here. I should be leaving in the next half hour, hopefully. I'm on a tight schedule. I'm basically going out at about 8 this evening. So there's a chance I'm not going to have time to decorate my cookies. But that's okay, as long as the rest of it gets done. Which, hopefully it will. I don't know, I'm not very good at baking and I'm doing it all by myself. I managed to make it work last year, but it did take me all day. So, I don't know. Let's do my advent calendars while we're waiting for the kitchen to be free. What day is it today? It's the 19th. Right, I'm definitely going to need to put the camera down for that one. Boom. Is that a pheasant? I don't know. Are pheasants Christmassy? Is this a thing? Is this a thing with like super rich families that they have pheasant? I've never eaten pheasant before. I've definitely never had it at Christmas. Is it a Christmassy thing? I'm assuming so. I'm gonna go down and get my chocolate now. 19th. Chocky block. Very, very nice. I have absolutely zero energy, so feeling like today is going to be a major challenge. But we do what we do for sugar. Right, Slips? Don't you work too hard today. Don't push yourself. Finally in the kitchen. I'm in the kitchen like an hour later than I wanted to be because I thought people were going to leave an hour ago. Or before. But no. They stayed for a really long time. They left super late. Let me shut this door. Washing machine. It's very noisy. I am baking sugar cookies. I did this last year by myself. And it was kind of the first baking thing by myself I've ever really done successfully. I have done fairy cakes, I guess, before by myself, but literally only once. I don't really do cooking and baking, period, so doing anything on my own is very ballsy of me. And yeah, I've been waiting for people to leave the house. Because when people are in the house while I'm cooking and baking, I am just overwhelmed with questions like, what are you doing? Why are you doing it this way? Shouldn't you be doing it like this instead? If you want to do it like this, you need to be doing this, etc, etc. Ugh, it drives me nuts and plants like a seed of doubt in any kind of idea that I have, and I kind of just... It's one of the main reasons why I never learned to cook, basically, because I was just, every time I tried, I was just flooded with these questions that were beneficial to nobody, nor could any confidence that I had, because everything I did was questioned. Oh, even this morning, before I'd even started doing anything, I was questioned why I was baking sugar cookies so early. Early for what? I'm just baking cookies. I'm not baking them for anything. It's Christmas and I want to do some baking. That's the only logic behind what I'm doing. Ugh. Anyways, I'm gonna start. Last year it took me a really long time to do this section, making the dough, because I'm weak and I was using an electric mixer thing, and it said it's supposed to take 5 minutes. It took me like half an hour to achieve what I needed to achieve. This year, I've got my mum's beefy, oh my god, I can't even move it, it's so heavy, one of these. So hopefully this part won't take as long as it did last year because I have an electric mixer. So this is just a recipe from BuzzFeed, by the way. This isn't like something I've come up with because I'm not skilled like that in any way. This is from BuzzFeed Tasty. I watched it as a YouTube video. It came up as like a pop-up article on my Facebook, I think, and there's a video as well as like an article. I prefer to watch the video because I like having someone narrate what I should be doing as I'm doing it. So the first thing I need is to mix butter, sugar, And cream cheese. I don't know why there's cream cheese in this, but I used it last year and it worked really well. So doing that. I'm just getting my measurements out because this is an American recipe, so it's done in cups. Like 1.5 cups of something, which for every single item in the ingredients list it's like different. So like half a cup of flour is different from like half a cup of butter. They're like different weights and grams, so I've had to like convert it all. So butter, 338 grams is, I don't remember how many cups that's supposed to be. Trust me, butter, and it's softened butter. I took this out of the fridge a couple of hours ago because I remember making the mistake last year of not taking it out of the fridge when I was supposed to. So, 338 grams of butter. Oh dear, I think this is going to be the entire bloody tub. Oh, I think I made this mistake last year as well. It's more than this entire tub. How many grams is this? Yeah. Oopsie. Oh well, I have more butter, don't worry. So it's this entire bleeding pack, which I'm going to break up anyway into small chunks because it needs to be broken up to be mixed anyway. Oh Jesus, I'm playing with the cooker. Go away. I really hate that we have a stove in the middle of our work surface. It's the most irritating thing in the entire world, and there's no space for anything on this countertop. Stove used to be over there with the oven, but no, we had to get a fancy stove in the middle of the work surface that takes up literally every inch of space for no reason. I need my own house, guys. Oh, perfect, that's, I'll leave that. Boom. Then, sugar, same amount of sugar. I've used up all the left of that. Now on the side. Perfect. There we go. 3 tablespoons. That's a tablespoon, right? Of cream cheese. Sorry about the washing machine. It's very loud. My hands are all slippery from the butter. Oh. Every bloody time. I'm useless. This is just an example of how useless I am in the kitchen. It's over there. And now I have a lot of cream cheese that I have to like use up before it's sell by date because otherwise it's just a waste of cream cheese. It'd be like that sometimes with the spatula. Now that that's all in there, I'm just gonna give it a little mush and then I'm gonna pop it in the mixture. In the mixer. Right. Okay, so that's mixed enough so that it's not so hard on the mixer. Now I've got to remember what my mum said about how to use this thing. Okay, speed's just over here. You plugged in? Is it plugged in? Oh, it's plugged off at the socket and it's turned off at the socket. I'm really good at this guys, don't you worry. I'm just gonna leave that for 5 minutes. I'll keep an eye on it. Okay, I'm back. I've tied up my hair because I realised my hair goes everywhere and probably don't want it in my cookies. Right, so it says to mix it until you can't feel sugar granules between your fingers. I can still feel them a teeny bit, but for the most part, I cannot, so I'm gonna leave it at that. It says it's meant to take 5 minutes for you to not be able to feel the sugar granules. I've done it for over 10 now, and I still can. I've upped the settings and everything. Anyway, now, I need to add eggs. This is where my skill becomes not very skillful, because I need to add an egg and 2 egg yolks. So, put that there for eggshells. I almost panicked at it because I was like looking for all the ingredients while it was mixing and I couldn't find the eggs because they're normally like in the door of the fridge. Like here. But they're in there and I almost had a heart attack. 1 egg, 2 egg yolks. Yeah, that is right. So 1 egg. That's easy. I can do that. Or can I? That was me trying not to get any eggshell and knowing full well I cracked into a million tiny pieces. And 2 egg yolks. So this is where you do the thing, where you pour it. We'll see how it goes. Whoa. I actually did that almost instantly, quite well. Hey, that's actually really good. I did that quite quickly. How did I do that? 1 egg yolk. And last one. Bit bigger. Man. Please work just as well as the other one did. No, it's cracked into a million tiny pieces. Okay. Oh no, actually, again, worked really well. I don't know how I'm doing it. Phew. That was actually a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. Nice. Although now I'm covered in egg, I need to wash my hands. With the egg, I then add, I believe, the vanilla extract. I think just 1 teaspoon, yeah. Well, that's easy. Where did I put it? Doo-doo. There we go. Right, and then we put that back to mix. Where should I put the spoon? I'm gonna put the shield on it this time. It doesn't really give me a time for how long to mix it. It just says when the liquids are well incorporated. So, could mean anything. I'm gonna put it on for a couple minutes and then just have a look. Mixed. Didn't take long. It's very creamy, very delicious looking. Now it's time for the powdery stuff. So, flour. Where's my phone? Flour first. So 490 grams. Flour. My thing's turned off. Oh, too much. Way too much. Smell. Perfect. Okay. I bought a little thing because I wasn't sure how much I was going to need. I don't really know what 490 grams looks like. Well, it's quite a lot. Right, I need a sieve. Why do we keep the sieve these days? Pop that up there. Take this out for a second. Oops. Half a teaspoon of baking powder. Oh no, my teaspoon. Half a teaspoon of baking powder. And then 2 teaspoons of cream of tartar, which the video says it's like the resin that's left in barrels after making wine or something, but apparently it's a natural raising agent. So I need 2 teaspoons of this stuff. If I can open it, that would be fab. Okay. Okay, now I need to fold it all in. Oh dear. Contrast is real, guys. There's a lot of flour. Okay. It says to mix, just kind of incorporate the flour, which, you know, I've kind of already done, but then it says to finish off with the mixer, but then it's like, well, I've already done it. Do I need to use the mixer? I don't know. I guess at the bottom it's still quite floury. Also, it's now officially sticking to everything, which is so fun. Okay, I'm gonna put it in the mixer a teeny bit, just for the sake of getting the last of that flour in. Oh no. Okay, so the last bit for the moment is to put this in cling film and put it in the fridge for a couple hours because it needs to harden. So I need to get the cling film out. I need to wash my hands first. So basically, now I just need to pour the dough onto the cling film. Oh my goodness. Come on, out you come. It's so heavy. I'm such a weak person that I just... Dearie me. There's already a hole in my cling film. Isn't that just the best? I'm just doing this foldy thing that they said to do. I don't know how to do it, really. I'm just doing what the video told me. And now I have 2 holes. Oh, great. They're kind of working as handles for me in this folding process. And I wrap it and put it in the fridge. Now I have an adequately wrapped cookie dough that I'm going to put in the fridge. There's no space in the fridge. Okay, oh my god, this clip is so long. Okay.
So this is going in the fridge and then we will roll it out in about 2 hours.
2 hours. So I'm going to leave it in the fridge for 2 hours, and then I'm going to come back, and hopefully it will be ready to roll into some shapes. So see you in 2 hours. Hello, it's a lot later. It went really dark for a couple of hours. Don't really know why. I think it was because it was raining, but the clouds were like really dark. My cat's going a bit crazy. She gets a bit angsty when she comes downstairs to get a drink because she thinks she's going to be shut in the kitchen again if my mum's home. But yeah, it went really dark. It's now quite light again. Stopped raining. You can come in, I'm not going to shut the door. Put my dressing gown on. This is my non-Christmassy dressing gown. I'm going to put it on as kind of like a hoodie kind of because it's freezing, but also as like kind of like an apron because it's about to go in the wash. Also I've done like a layer of makeup because I'm going out this evening. I figure might as well start now. I washed the surfaces just after I made it messy earlier. I washed the surfaces down so they're all nice and clean. Now going to flour down the surface before I get the cookie stuff out of the fridge. And there's a tray here that I'm going to put some baking paper on. No! She's getting ready to jump. Don't do it. Oh, good girl. That's right, you go upstairs and sulk. Whoa! Where's my rolling pin? That's a good question. Where are the rolling pins kept nowadays? Oh no. It was buried under literally everything in the tray drawer, which I don't know. Oh yes. That is rock solid. Well, not rock solid. It's hardened a lot, which is what we want. Okay. Let's get some flour on this because it's crazy sticky. Getting flour on the rolling pin. See, I've done this before. Okay. I'm going to move you down here, which the lighting will not improve. Oh no, you can't even really see. Right, I'm just gonna... The recipe says to squish it first. Like this. I'm just copying the girl in the video. I'm doing what she tells me to do. Before I start rolling, right. And then I'm going to turn it. Reflour as I go. So, there. Okay. Now it's time to get the cookie cutters out, and again I don't know where they are. The only cookie cutter I can find is a circular one, which, to be honest, last year most of them ended up being circular ones anyway because they were just the most convenient to make. I did a couple of Christmas trees, but they were annoying. So I might just do this one and have like loads of baubles and stuff. You know, I'm not really fussy on the shapes, so let me just dip this in some flour. And I'll get started. Not gonna lie, I definitely have done this better than last year because this process is a lot easier than last year. I remember it being a lot stickier and no one here is cooperative, so I've done good. Proud of that. Oven is preheating. Can I get one more out of this? Yeah. Gather all this back up, and then I'm gonna put this in the fridge. I'm gonna have it swap, whoops, places with the one in the fridge currently, so this one can recold itself. I'm sorry you can't see my face, it's because I've put the camera down so that you can see me rolling. Okay, so I kind of stopped recording so that I could work out how many cookies I'm doing. Apparently quite a lot. So what the process is at this point, once the cookies are cut, they need to go into the fridge for 20 minutes before we put them in the oven for 10 minutes. 10 to 12 minutes. I have so much dough and not that many trays or oven space, so what I've decided to do is do 2 trays at a time. So I've got 2 trays in the fridge right now. One there and one on top of loads of other stuff down there. So I'll leave them in the fridge for 20 minutes and then I'm going to put them in the oven for 10, 12 minutes. And then as soon as they're done, I'm gonna try and use the trays that are in, I don't know. I'm figuring this out as I go for the sake of space and tray usage. Right. This recipe says it makes 1 to 2 dozen cookies. I'm here to tell you it definitely does not. 53 I've managed to get. This is all I've got left with my dough, and I can't really roll it out thin enough, thick enough even, to get the same shape. So yeah, be prepared. You're not making 1 to 2 dozen, unless you have gigantic cookie cutters. I mean, it is an American recipe and everything's bigger over there, so maybe with American cookie cutters that's the case, but not here. So, okay, first batch out of the oven. I'm quite chuffed. They look really good. I really like really soft, not crispy, crunchy cookies. So these are like perfect because they're like soft enough that they're like not crunchy but not so soft that they're like still dough. So yeah, super chuffed with these. They're sitting there to cool. Batch number 2 in the fridge. Gonna clean that up now while I'm waiting. I've got my timer on. It's going well, and I'm still good for time. It's only 4:15. Look how dark it is for 4:15. Right. Last second batch are in the oven. Be nice. They've only got 4 minutes left. I'm going to make a start on the icing sugar. So I'm literally just going to do straightforward icing sugar. I'm not going to do anything fancy. So I think I'm going to do red, green, yellow, blue as classic colours, and then a white as well. And then I have some like icing pens and like decorative bits in here somewhere. But we've got these as well, which are super duper useful. Oh, and I've also bought snowflakes. Last year they had these really cute like big Christmassy like decorations, like an icing sugar Santa thing. And it was really, they were really cute, but they weren't there this year, at least I couldn't find them. So I got some snowflakes instead. I don't know what I'm going to do instead. I might have to try and ice them by hand, which it's not going to end well, is it? But yeah, I'm just going to start making the icing sugar now. Icing mixed. Got some white, some red, green, yellow and blue. I don't know what I'm going to do for decorating, and I'm not going to vlog it because it's going to end up being really messy. But I will show you the after of all of these cookies. They're so cute though. I'm going to leave a couple plain as well. You know what, I might have one now. I'm going to taste test. You know? There's like 40 of them, so you ready? Perfect. Everything about it. Perfect. They're good without icing as well. I just have a sweet tooth and icing sugar just makes it better, in my opinion.
You better load up that camera quick because it's not going to last.
Is it good? Christopher approves. I haven't actually shown the decorating process because I've kind of just mentally passed out. So I showed you them all when they got out of the oven. This is my decorating. I'm having some plain ones, some sprinkly ones, and then the rest I'm trying to do fancy ball type things. Oh, and some snowmen. But I'm running out of the black icing, which looks kind of brown. So Don't know what I'm doing. And then Chris is my icing hoover. I've been trying to do the same thing, but not very good at it. How was work? It was alright. Let me eat my cookies. Chris has bought us dinner. Got some pasta. Oh, you star. I'm waiting for these ones to dry while I decorate the last one of these. But it's going well and they taste good. Good. Right, I'm going to end the vlog here because you're on low battery, so I'm going to leave you on charge. And also there's not really anything that's going to happen over the next hour or so. I'm going out with some people from my summer job who I had been meaning to call to meet up with. Oh, okay. Interrupting me. I've been meaning to meet up with them all since I left the summer job, and I just haven't because I'm just useless. So I messaged, now that the semester's over, I messaged saying, I'm so sorry for being useless, please can we hang out? And they're like, yeah, okay, so I'm meeting up with 2 girls from the school uniform shop for a couple of hours for a quick catch up. Hopefully it won't be too long because I am like on the brink of passing out. So I'm just gonna do that, and I don't plan on vlogging any of that for the sake of comfort reasons, and then we're going back to Chris's house for the night and going to sleep. So no need to keep the camera going, so I'm ending the vlog here, Bumba. It's riveting. He's paying so much attention. Let's end the vlog so that I can put the camera on charge and get somewhat ready for this evening. So bye, Bubba.
Bye.
Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.